Hello, amigos. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the Football Amigos show. It's your boy Mide as always, and I have the gang here. I, of course, a residential Arsenal fan, and Sam, our Liverpool fan. We are bringing you Week 9 predictions for this weekend. Excited for the Premier League games that are coming up, and seeing some amazing football back on our screen. First off, we have our United game on Saturday at 11:30 against Brighton. This is one of those games where we haven't done well in the past when we play Brighton. Brighton is coming to our home at Old Trafford, which makes the game very different. And from winning our last game against Liverpool, definitely build some confidence to move into this game. It'll be very interesting again to see Amarim's selections. I hope he keeps a winning team. Personally, I would. I would. I really would keep a winning team. And it seems to me that the trio he has up top in Mount, Mbuemo, and Cunha are working. Those three are very hardworking players, and they will disrupt and shoot on target on any defense they see. And I love that. And I think having Mount swap with Bruno every now and then between that 10 position is actually a good idea, and I think it works. And long may it continue. Casemiro seems to be a silent general in that midfield. I hope he continues that. Um, and it looks to me that again, Amram is changing his formation mid-game, which is encouraging to see. Completely different formation when he attacks, completely different formation when he defends. I noticed that from a defensive standpoint against Liverpool, when he literally had a back five, a three in front of them, and a two in front of that three, pressing and shifting. And they literally snuffed out Liverpool's defense. It was very interesting why I didn't know why Liverpool didn't go long to break that line, but they chose other ways to do it, and that's why they lost. But again, it's going to be a very interesting game for United. I do hope they win. I can see this game ending 2-0 for United. If the Brighton I know show up, it might not be a very easy game. It might end 2-2 as well. Interesting to see how Baliba plays for Brighton, and see how technical the team can be. I always love to watch Hertzler's game against any team because, as young as he is as a coach in his early 30s, he's a very good coach technically as well, and he surrounds himself with very experienced coaches that he listens to when he makes decisions. But to me, my predictions would be 2-0 for United, and I will stick to that. Sam, what are your predictions and your thoughts about that game?
Uh, it's just I can see Welbeck trying to be crazy on that day. Um, and I think it's a 1-0 for United.
United. Okay, who scores?
Ooh, that's difficult. And if it's not a Mason Mount, it's probably gonna be in Burma again.
Okay, okay. Hiya, what about you? Thoughts and predictions of the game?
No idea. Yeah.
Why are you sitting on the fence?
Um Man United they're this phantom zone where they're neither here nor there and nothing is coalesced to have a serious narrative as to where they are. Like I said, like how the game against Liverpool was a situation of just taking chances, really, to put it that way. And I think Brighton are another team that will create chances. And it's at home. It's hard to say. I will say this game is a critical opportunity. It's a godsend of an opportunity to Amorim and Man United. This is one of the biggest opportunities because football is a game of recency bias. You're really only as good as your last few games. Like Man United are only 6 points off the summit of the Premier League. You put one or two games together, all of a sudden, and people start talking about Man United differently. Like you start that, and like fans, especially fans like Midday, will do the rest. What's it called?
Oh, come on! Shots fired! I don't get carried away. I don't get carried away, amigos. Don't listen to Aya.
So it's possible. I mean, they're at home. That creates an advantage. But I watched the Brighton's game against Newcastle, and Brighton is a serious team. And I think their coach is fantastic. So We'll see how it plays. I think it'll be competitive, but honestly, like best case scenario, I could say is a 1-1 draw. But calling a winner, I think, in the game like this would be such a difficult thing, which leads to the next game.
Yes, yes, it definitely does. Definitely does. Amigos, like and subscribe. Those on your thoughts and your predictions of that United versus Brighton game United played at Old Trafford. Leading on to the Liverpool Brentford game. Brentford played at home. Liverpool playing away. Sam, I'll start with you. Brentford isn't an easy team to play. What are your thoughts and your predictions?
It's hard. It's hard to. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if we're gonna come back. We're going away. Even at Anfield, is breakable. So I don't know. But I think for the to
That's what happens when you're not playing well.
just for the shame to know for us not to be shamed, I see Liverpool coming out with a draw in this game.
How many what's the final score?
Man, I'm saying 0-0, y'all.
Really? I think Liverpool will score. I think Liverpool will score. I think I would go a 2-2 draw or a 3-2 Liverpool win. I think they will. I think they will have to change gears against Brentford, and someone will score a winning goal. Ayo, what are your predictions?
Yeah. The most damning thing I think about the game is I think Brentford will score.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. I think it's gonna.
That's
I
the
think they'll
most.
score twice,
That's a damning part of the game.
and I think they'll use set pieces too.
Oh yeah, even the counter. I see the counter being the first thing they're going to try and do. They're going to sit back and expose the fact that Kirkus and or Bradley on the other side won't have cover or defensive solidity. Yeah, I see Brentford scoring, but Liverpool, for me, consistently have been creating enough chances to win games.
Mm-hmm.
I think in this game, they will create enough chances to beat Brentford solidly. Where we're at now is also this phantom zone where it's like what's going on in the striking talent. I would start Ekitike. I think I would, for if I was slot, I'll revert to what has worked so far, and dial down the experimentation, and just go with that. And I think Liverpool will beat them 3-1. 4-2.
Where would you start? Where would you start Ekitike? Middle or right?
Center, and give him freedom. Yeah,
And Salah on the right, Gakpo on the left.
Gakpo on the left. Yeah.
Okay. I would go slightly differently. I would go Ekitike on the right, Gakpo on the left, Isak up top. And then if they don't score, Salah would do something because you know he can do it. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
and also search to send a message.
Yeah, I agree with Midday. If they don't score, let Salah come in and bring Chiesa in as well.
Why are you trying to bench Salah?
If he's not performing, he needs to go on the bench. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you don't perform at your job, somebody's gonna have conversation. They're not gonna be like, Ayo, we pay you this $2 million. Keep sitting back and not perform. No. They're gonna tell you probably want to interview, your replacement.
See, my thing with Liverpool, right? Honestly, is the chemistry is all wrong. They've made too many changes up front, and the chemistry is just suffered, and everybody's feeling it. Like when things are not working, the good players and the bad players feel it. Like you think about the period where Man United struggled for a long period. I'm sorry, Man City struggled for a long period last season, right? Even Haaland looked ordinary. And Haaland is we know what Haaland is. We can see it this season. And so till those dynamics are worked through, you have to play through it. That's the most frustrating part. Like you have to play to chemistry. That's just the crazy part. Like would I have advised they did their turnover the way they did? No, but they have. And I think because honestly, if Liverpool go a season and Salah is not playing a starring role, kiss whatever goodbye. I personally don't think it's possible to have Salah play bit part as Liverpool currently is, and Liverpool do something amazing. I don't see it. Like what they need is to get him to even a fraction of what he was doing last season to have any chance of being successful. Because I don't think Isak will carry the weight. I don't think Ekitike will carry the weight. I mean, as we've seen from Gakpo, as brilliant as he can be, he's not going to carry the weight. So who else is going to carry it? Even not Salah.
So play him through.
You have to play through it. Yeah. I mean, so for me, right, maybe you can change him sooner. I'm not saying you can't. Right? I'm not saying he has to play 90 minutes. He can get a 65 minutes, but he has to get a run. I don't know. That's just how I... But I'm the outsider. I say nothing. Yeah.
I think it will hit him hard if he doesn't start a game, and you will see a different level of Salah. That's why I think you should drop him and just see how he responds to it.
Yeah, for me, the dropping is in addition to performance. I also think the game stacking up. We're not doing well in Champions League. We're not doing well in Premier League. Why don't we can't have Salah play within a week 180 or 210 minutes, if that make any sense, right? From Sunday to Saturday or Sunday, there's Man United, there's Frankfurt, there's whatever team we're playing against, Brentford. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And he's been getting 90 almost 90 minutes. So you have to think about the fatigue as well.
Interesting. Amigos, like, share, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts about that game, Brentford against Liverpool. Will Liverpool do it? Or will we be talking, we'll be consoling our amigo Sam next week when we're back with Game 9 reactions. Let us know your thoughts on that. Last but not least, I know, right? Last but not least, Arsenal plays Crystal Palace. Another London derby because they're in the same city. Crystal Palace is good. Mateta would want to right the wrongs of missing chances in his last game against Arsenal. They are playing away to Arsenal. Arsenal's been at the Emirates. I know Arsenal has been playing well, but Crystal Palace is coming to town, and they are good. They are a very good team. They are very organized, defensively strong. They do the same thing in attack, and people still don't understand how to read them. They are very clinical, and they have players that can come in to put the ball in the back of the net. Again, it will be a test for Arsenal's defense, which I think they can pass based on what I've seen. However, Crystal Palace plays very differently whenever it's Arsenal. Ayo, we'll start with you. Is this just a cakewalk for Arsenal, or are you nervous about this game?
Remember when I said 3 weeks ago that Mateta was better than both Sesko and Gyökeres?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? Do you agree now?
Mm-hmm. I can see it. Is that wait? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Let me. Is that because Mateta has played in Premier League for a long time? He's adjusted. You don't think so?
I think he's fundamentally is better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's he's one of the people. He's one of the players that they're. But I think if you're not the big six, I think people sleep on you. But because you can say the same thing about Sa, you can say the same thing about what's the wing back for Crystal Palace again? I forget.
Nunes.
Yeah, Munoz
and Mitchell.
Yeah, and both, even Mitchell too. Yeah, and it's like they have solid players, and this is the game for me. This is the game. Because we've been doing well, we're 19, but personally, I just see fine margin games that could go for or against you. So I don't really see a clear cut standout. If we play this game and it goes the way all our previous games have gone, we limit their offense and we beat them. Even 1-0, I'll accept it. Then I'd be then I'd be like, we're gonna win the Premier League. I don't see how we're not. That's how much of an importance this game is going to be, because I think they are the litmus test for this league to know where you are, because Liverpool has played them. We saw how that went. They are the litmus test for all the teams because that's like it's like the first team that like are your team good though, or have you been lucky? And and so how that game goes. So I don't know what to expect, but I support Arsenal, so I back them, and I'm gonna say we're gonna win that game 2-1. Yeah, and that's just yeah. But I honestly like they have a lot of players that would. We've had some sloppy mistakes. Like I don't know if we're releasing this after the Athletic Madrid game, but like Raya did something very silly, you know, and against where he kicked the ball into like almost lost the ball, then kicked it into a throwing, and then almost conceded a goal immediately after because he was too slow to return to his goal, and it would have been a stupid goal. Pardon my French, but that was the same thing he did last season against Mateta, where he had that really poor
Yes,
pass,
yes.
and
And it
Mateta
was a header. Yes,
just
yes, yes,
sunned him
yes,
immediately, like
yes. Put
immediately
it
just
back
sunned
in.
him. Yeah,
Hmm.
and so it's just one of those things where it's like if there's any team, if there's something you've not been doing right, if there's something you've not quite worked out, like there's something that's still like not where it needs to be, not 100%. Crystal Palace are the team to sauce you out, and so this is the game for me. So I back us 2-1, but if we don't win or we struggle to a draw, then there's a lot of work to be done. Yeah.
I think the game will end either 2-2 or 1-1. I honestly think it's going to be a game of possibly a game of two halves. To be honest with you, and it's gonna be one of those where amigos, you should grab a popcorn and a drink and just sit and just watch and just
It feels
enjoy.
it feels like the game of the weekend, doesn't it? Yeah.
It really does. It really does. Sam, your thoughts and predictions?
Crystal Palace is becoming a team to beat, just like, well, a team to look out for, and a team that you can't just brush over. I think it was Brighton a few seasons ago, if I
Mm.
may now. Um, I still think Arsenal come out on top on this one. I see a 1-0 though. I don't see a lot of goals. Maybe that 1-0 from Moreno is probably what's gonna get Arsenal the ball, maybe 70 minutes. But to your point, I think made Ayo made it. Mateta is one of those players that you can have a miskick or think you will give a free nugget and it's not gonna take it and bury it. So Arsenal's got to watch out for that. But they have a lot of underrated players, but I still think Arsenal is well balanced team. Has got more firepower. Of course, Eze is gonna be playing against his team for the first time, but I don't see Arsenal not winning this game.
Interesting. What will be your final score
1-0.
to Arsenal?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Player of the week, I would go for a player in the likes of Rogers from Aston Villa. I think there's a player in there. They're playing City, which is always going to be a difficult game. But there's just something about him. There is something about him, and if there's going to be a player for Aston Villa that can try to help them, he's the only one I can see on that team that can do something. Now, against a City team, I highly doubt he might show something, but there again, he's my player of the week to watch. There is something about that player that is definitely developing to something more. I will be your player of the week to watch.
My player of the week last week, Haaland. My player of this week, Haaland. My player of next week, Haaland. I can even feel it safe.
He's amazing, isn't he?
I can't do it. Oh man, I'm like Man City might win this league on the back of Haaland. I'm like, if that happens, I don't know what I'll do with myself.
He's
He
ridiculous,
is.
isn't he?
He is. Oh my God, he is every bit the striker they warned us about from Dortmund now, and I think it's more complete. It's more complete. It's something. It's
He just
worrisome.
finds his way in the box. He knows
Yeah,
where to put the box. It's ridiculous.
it's worrisome.
Sam, who will be your player? Who will be your player of the week to watch?
He's a player that I think Liverpool. It's a Liverpool style kind of player. I've always rated him. I think we should have gone for him over Florian Wirtz. Is this guy from Nottingham Forest? I just checked who they're playing. They're not playing they're not playing against the biggest team, but they're playing against Beaumont, which Semedo is the other player to watch out for. But in that game, I want to pick what's his name now? The number 10 for Nottingham Forest.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Gibbs White. Yeah, I think he's made for Liverpool. Yeah, I agree with you.
What are the qualities that make you think that way?
Man, he's ruthless, man. He's not afraid to
Hardworking.
jump. He's very hardworking. Unlike Florian Wirtz, which I'm not saying Wirtz is not a. Wirtz is soft,
I think
man.
Wirtz is the new Darwin Nunes for
No.
Sam.
We don't want to have anybody. By the way, Nunes is doing good.
He is.
I
saw
saw
the
a video of him and Firmino hugging each other the other day. But no, I you just gotta call it spade a spade. He's a little soft for Premier League right now. I don't know if he's ever gonna get there. We don't play fancy football at Liverpool. We bleed red.
Workmanlike. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta come in like you about to slaughter people. So I think he's gonna get there, but it's gonna take a while. I don't see that happening this season. So, but give me Gibbs White. It would do the same thing, even a lot more defensive work. They're about the same height, if I may. But he's not afraid to jump. He plays football like he's in the UFC sometimes, man. And I like that about him. Yeah.
He's becoming more offensively driven this season.
Yeah.
Ayo, tell you about season.
Potent. Now, I'll say, like, if we're looking at our team, I was gonna say it's like I have many shout outs, but one player that I think is being slept on is Timber. I think he might be the best right back. I want to say Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, like maybe Hakimi. I'm definitely not defensively, but like I think he's a player that I think people need to start talking in those terms. But I think there's quite a few players, like especially across the center, the back line, but Timber specifically. I think if you watch him and see just what he is, he might be the most complete right back I've ever seen. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Amigos, let us know your player of the week to watch as well. We'll love to read those. Thank you so much for your time. As always, stay positive. We'll see you all in the next content. Enjoy your weekends. Stay safe. And we will see you in the next content. Bye, amigos. Stay safe. Take care.
See.
Yeah.